Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Don Channel. We're here on the very east end of town off of Carey, C-A-R-E-Y. We are here next to the Joint Emergency Training Institute, or as some people probably call it, because I would, Jedi. But it is this building, this facility over here off to our right. And you can see there's a police vehicle in there. So they do some training in there, it appears. A lot of county facilities up here on the very eastern edge of town, northeastern edge of town. It brings us back here to Arnona, A-R-N-O-N-A. And this is actually a pretty good shot here of, you can see the asphalt out there for Nellis Air Force Base out there. Here at the very northeastern edge of town. Now continuing westbound here on Carey. See some homes here on the south side of Carey. Goodness, that garage barely fit two trucks. I don't know if you caught that. They'd have to wiggle to get out of that garage there. Two big trucks. It's a funny thing, right? When you go out, I know a lot of people in this town, they go out and buy these big, long, F-150s or Silverados, and then they just can't park them, or Dodge Rams. They just can't park them in their garage. They're too big. You got an $80,000 truck and you can't even pull it into your garage and keep it safe. You got to leave it out on in your driveway or on the street. It's kind of a shame. I know a guy back east. He said that he ended up having to carve into some of the house, on the interior of the house by the garage, so that he could actually make his truck fit inside. I'd probably end up doing the same thing. I would not want my investment sitting out in the exposed to the elements here in the desert, that's for sure. Even though it is a dry heat, this sun is brutal. This brings us here to Radwick at Carey, Sierra Sunrise. And you see this building looks like it's been tagged a couple times there. And that brings us to Tifolo Lane right here. We're going to make a left here onto Exeter, E-X-E-T-E-R. We've been in this neighborhood a few times, so just wanted to take a cruise through here, show you the latest goings-ons. There used to be a Cadillac that was stripped and smashed right in front of that dumpster right there. Got an old Accord and an old Civic. Feels like 1984, or maybe 94 rather. That Civic's probably around the late 80s. Early 90s. Dumpsters just on the streets here. And then you've got, I'll let you read that for yourself. Tagged on the wall there in front of us. Brings us up here to Hopkins Drive off of Easement Lane. Got a couch sitting out there. And that house looks like it's, I don't know what's going on with that one on the upper left. AC units up on the roofs. I still can't get over that. Never saw anything like that growing up in Florida. It's a new thing. Gonna make this left here onto Isaac. A few weeks ago, actually probably a couple weeks ago, there was a call for service up here, and it turns out there was a shooting up here. An 18-year-old unfortunately shot and killed a 15-year-old up in this neighborhood. Drive us down here to Kepler Drive, make a right. And in fact, I see a lot of like candles and stuff there. It might be like a makeshift memorial, so maybe perhaps that's where that occurred. I'm not sure. But right there. And then there's a plastic bag up over that balcony there. More dumpsters on the street. This neighborhood seems almost dystopian in my humble opinion. I know I've got a lot of folks commenting saying that I'm insensitive or something. I just feel that we as a society can do better. And when I say that, I mean the government. Because the government's got to be involved in this somehow. We've got an RV parked over here on the right. Looks like they're just camping out on the side of the road there. Brings us down here to Dunsback Way. And if you've watched any of these videos on the channel and you're a longtime viewer, you know that this is not just isolated to this neighborhood here. This is all over town. It's almost like, and I've had several viewers actually comment and say this, and I don't see any evidence to suggest that this is not true. That the government here just takes all of our money, our taxpayer money, and just throws it at the strip. And I'm definitely inclined to believe that. You just don't see the investment in neighborhoods here on this side of town especially. Got some mattresses lying out next to that dumpster there. I just think that Vegas can do better. You know, this is part of the whole, you know, glitz and glam of Vegas. A lot of folks don't even realize, they never see this side of Vegas. But it's here. And it just makes me wonder what we're paying money for our taxes and stuff. Got some glass down there. Where does that money go? Because when something goes down on the strip, the cops are there in a hurry. I read and talk to folks all the time here in this town, and they tell me, I tried to call the cops to have the cops come out. If they came out, it was like 2 hours later. A lot of times they don't even show up to a call for service for a robbery or a burglary or things of that nature. They don't even bother showing up. And just trash on the side of the road there. And this is kind of like the broken windows theory, right? Broken windows theory, which was introduced in the show The Walking Dead, but it essentially says that once a neighborhood has a broken window, people stop really essentially caring about that neighborhood. And everything kind of goes south after that in that neighborhood. Very, very sad. 15-year-old kid, his whole life ahead of him. I'd rather go buy an RV and go rent it, and not rent it, and just buy it and rent a lot out in the middle of nowhere than to leave my kids exposed to the dangers that you see here in the city. And I get it, there's no jobs out in that type of environment, but what kind of future is there with this? And see, the whoever owns these buildings is trying to get out. I've seen a few for sale signs on some of these apartment buildings in here. Considering the fact that not much money seems to be going back into these buildings, it says to me there's going to be a lot of money in maintenance to bring these places back up to snuff. At least that's what it seems like to me, in my humble opinion. I mean, isn't that what we do, right? When we have a car that needs a new transmission or has a blown engine or something like that, don't we just kind of give up on it and go get ourselves a new one? I guess it's kind of the same thing with these guys in real estate, right? I would think. And this one needs some paint on it for sure. Fascia boards are all stripped. Oh, and we're back to this one here. The glitz and the glam of the Las Vegas Strip. Just about 12, 13 miles away. Take a moment and just kind of sit here. Yeah, they've got pictures up and stuff of this individual right here in front of us. And I guess this is where it occurred, on the corner of Kepler and Easement. Sorry to make such a somber video. Just think we can do better. That's going to bring us back out here to Exeter Drive. Where we will make a right. It's got a newer Z71 there. Just past us. Some more mattresses on the street. And of course dumpsters. Gotta have the dumpsters. If people hate the area they live in, they're probably going to end, in my opinion, they would probably going to end up not liking the people in that same area. It just stands to reason that that would be the case. I'm going to make this right now, right onto Radwick. Head back out of this neighborhood. Back out here to Cary, C-A-R-E-Y. Now heading westbound on Cary, which is a major east-west artery here in town, becomes Smoke Ranch on the other side of, I think it's MLK Boulevard. I'm gonna get over here and make a right. Actually, we're gonna make a turn into the right here. I want to take a moment and say we really appreciate each and every single one of you. We would not be here without you. Thank you so very, very much for coming cruising with us. We really appreciate you. Please do like, follow, and subscribe, and share if you haven't already on Facebook and on YouTube. It helps recommend us to other viewers on Facebook, on TikTok, and on YouTube. It helps recommend us to other viewers on YouTube and TikTok. It also helps the algorithm. It really carries so much more weight with the algorithm. It carries your like, follow, share, and subscribe over to other viewers, and then shows that you liked it to other viewers, and then kind of spreads that way. virally, right? Also check out our gear available in the shop section of our Vegas Don channel. Got the Vegas Don logo shirts on top of the Las Vegas Strip skyline there. So maybe something for yourself or your significant other for the upcoming holiday season. And always remember here on the Vegas Don channel, it's the journey. Thanks for cruising with us, folks. We'll see you next time.